Politically incorrect. Politically correct. Politically incorrect. Politically correct. Politically incorrect. Politically correct. Politically incorrect.
Light reading. We are illuminating the world.
Social media, we don't talk anymore. Anti-social media, we don't talk anymore. We're like some shadows on the screen, stripes on a zebra. No need to talk, it's easier. But when you point one finger at me, the other four are pointed.
Politically correct. Politically incorrect. Politically correct. Politically incorrect. Politically correct.
Anti-social media, we don't talk anymore.
Yes, good afternoon.
We don't talk anymore. We're like some
Yes, I say good afternoon.
stripes on a zebra. No need to talk, it's easier. But when you point one finger at me, the other four are pointed back at you.
Good afternoon to everybody.
When you point one,
And you are welcome to your program
four are pointed back at
called Let Us Discuss It, where we discuss
you. Close, but now we
a
know
lot of things
what to do.
that has happening or happened in the world of politics.
Politically correct. Politically
Good afternoon
correct.
to everyone,
Incorrect.
to all our listeners. Thank you so much for being there for us.
Correct.
Let me begin with the appreciation to our boss here, Yeyeoba A Diamond, and my royal father, the great management of this organization. Thank you so much for being there for us. Really appreciate you always.
Incorrect. Politically
To all my people here in the house this afternoon.
incorrect.
This is after 1,
Correct.
6 minutes after 1.
Correct.
If I may write, 6 minutes after 1.
Yeah, we don't talk anymore.
Let me come from Bashit Omomodo Somon, our HOP here,
Some
to head of news,
on the screen,
Olaide too,
on a zebra. No,
to my studio manager,
but when you point one finger,
that's the Krista.
I'm pointed back at you.
I also have in the studio with me this afternoon,
When you point one finger,
Farouk Olale Konosholale,
pointed back.
Ocean Sport. Alaje is also here with me.
It's what we chose to be.
I appreciate everyone
Without we don't know what.
that want to listen to this.
Incorrect.
What are we discussing today? Or let me say, where are we heading to?
Correct.
We all know what is happening in our political circle, in the political arena of this state.
Correct.
When I say state, our state is also the nation. When we say state of the nation, we know what is going on, what is ongoing, that is in Rivers State. In the next 25 or 22 or 23 minutes, I will be discussing about the state of emergency that occurred in a state called Rivers. Is it the responsibility, or does our president have the power to state this, such of a word, state of emergency, by suspending the elected governor? By the grace of God, I will be the one alone here in the studio this afternoon. I just also want to pause and look at something. What has happened in the past? What court has said? year 2004, the then president, Obasanjo, suspended Governor Joshua Dariye and the State House of Assembly for 6 months due to ethnic clashes. For 6 months. 6 months. It is not today that the world state of emergency has been happening in Nigeria. Since we enter into Fourth Republic, the first president to declare state of emergency was the former president Olusegun Obasanjo. That was on the 18th of May 2024. And what again that happened again?
We don't talk anymore. Well, like some oh. Shadows on the screen, stripes on a zebra. No need to talk, it's easier. But when you point one finger, the other four are point.
It is not today that this state of emergency issue has been happening in the state, or more or so, in the year 2006 in Ekiti State. Obasanjo also suspended Governor Ayodele Fayose and the State House of Assembly members for 6 months also, and this is because of a political crisis, and he appointed Oluri as an administrator of the state.
Politically correct. Politically incorrect. Politically correct.
I still move forward. I'll be telling you what has happened in Nigeria since we entered into this Fourth Republic of the thing in Nigeria. Also in 2013, 15 May, I don't know, May. A lot of things are happening in the month of May. May 15, 2013 in Adamawa. The former governor, the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, declared a state of emergency because of the activities of the Boko Haram extremes. Both did not suspend the democratic structure in the state. I want us to just look at what I said now. The president, the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, then suspended all the House of Assembly members, all the State of Assembly members, and the governor, then in Ekiti, and that of Plateau State then. But during the period of the President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, due to the Boko Haram activities that ravaged the state of Adamawa, Borno, and Yobe, we could see that the president then, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, did not suspend the democratic structure in the state.
Correct. Politically incorrect. Politically correct. Politically incorrect. Politically correct. Politically incorrect. Politically correct.
Anti-social media, we don't talk.
Like I said the other time, the then president, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, what he did was that he made sure that the military was being given power in those states that I mentioned, that is Adamawa, Borno, and that of the Yobe states. He didn't even dismantle or suspend the democratic structure in the state then. But if you remember what really happened, Fayose and that of for the former governor Joshua Dariye were all suspended, were all asked to go out, and even the State House of Assembly then now was suspended for nothing less than 6 months. But Jonathan, in his discretion, did not suspend the democratic structure, democratic elected governors and the House of Assembly members in the state. So, yesterday, something of this nature happened in the state of the river. So what has really happened in the state is what make the national Bar Association, Nigerian Bar Association, wrote a strong and a lengthy letter to the president. I'm coming back to tell you about that letter.
Shadows on the screen, stripes on a zebra. No need to talk, it's easier. But when you point one finger at me, the other four are pointing back at you. When you point one finger at me, the other four are pointing back at you.
Yes, the Nigerian Bar Association, in an emergency letter written, let me just read it to your hearing. And here, the Nigerian Bar Association has taken due notice of the declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers State by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, contained in his address to the nation today. That was yesterday, 18th of March, 2025. The declaration, according to the president, is due to the prevailing political tension in the state due to vandalization of pipeline between yesterday and today. That was day before yesterday and today. The development has far-reaching constitutional and democratic implementation, particularly in light of the provision of 305 of Nigeria of 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, which govern the procedure for the proclamation of the state of emergency, which the president purported to have replied upon. I want us to look at something. There is a power that was given to the president to do so where there is crisis. And let me read it further to your hearing. I said what reading to you is what really happened before the president took the decision that he took yesterday. Is Section 305 of the Constitution indeed vests the president with the power to declare a state of emergency. The section stipulated strictly conditioned and procedural safeguard that must be followed to ensure that such extraordinary measures do not infringe on democratic governance and the fundamental human right. I'm coming, I will read it for that to you.
Politically correct, politically incorrect, politically correct, politically incorrect, politically correct.
Anti-social media, we don't talk anymore. Anti-social media, we don't talk anymore. We're like some shadows on the screen, stripes on a zebra. No need to talk, it's easier. But when you point one finger at me, the other four are point.
Yes, this is Light Radio, where we are giving you the program called Let Us Discuss This. And what we are discussing this afternoon is a situation whereby the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, declared a state of emergency in Rivers State yesterday. And we are looking at what has happened before now. The former president has declared the state of emergency, and we are also looking at the letter or a memo written by the Nigerian Bar Association, what their perception about that letter that was written to the president yesterday. So, and this is Light Radio. For any sponsored on this program or any of our program, please call 070-3710-6594. Let me repeat myself on that line, 070-3710-6594. This is Light Radio.
Politically correct, politically correct, politically
Yes, let me read it further and see what the Nigerian Bar Association said about this. The Nigerian Bar Association read further and said, Nigerian Bar Association is gravely concerned about the purported suspension of the president, of the governor of the Rivers State, by the president of the governor of the Rivers State, the deputy governor, and the member of the House of Assembly in the state for 6 months. The Constitution, 1999 Constitution, does not grant. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Then why the president carry out such work? Look at what the Nigerian Bar Association said. They said 1999 Constitution does not grant the president the power to remove an elected governor, deputy governor, or member of the state legislature under guise of the state of emergency. Rather, the Constitution provides clear procedure for the removal of a governor and a deputy governor as per section 188. Similarly, the removal of a member of the House of Assembly and the dissolution of the parliamentary is governed by constitution provision and electoral laws, none of which appear to have been adhered to in the present circumstances. What I'm trying to emphasize is this. The Nigerian Bar Association is saying the president does not have the power. Does not have the power. I want to meet you at the comment section. That is, I want you to have your own say. The Nigerian Bar Association is saying that the president didn't have the power, they don't have the authority to suspend or declare or dissolute, have the dissolution of the parliamentary is governed in the state. Let me read it further and hear what he's saying. A declaration of emergency does not automatically dissolve or suspend elected state government. The Constitution does not empower the president to unilaterally remove or replace elected official. Such action amounts to an unconstitutional usurpation of the power and fundamental breach of Nigerian federal structure. Nigerian Bar Association is arguing that the president of the nation, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, does not have the capacity, the audacity, or the authority even to remove the elected governor or the state House of Assembly. I don't know why the Nigerian Bar Association said this. Let me also read the path of what the Nigerian Bar Association also said. The Nigerian Bar Association firmly accepts that the situation in Rivers, though through the political tension, there is a political tension, does not meet the constitutional vessel for the removal of elected officials. For a state of emergency to be declared, Section 305 of the Nigerian Constitution outlines specific conditions, including war, external or external aggression against Nigeria. That is what really happened on the issue of Boko Haram. On the issue of Boko Haram, that is what they are trying to emphasize there. That maybe war has happened to the part of such of a state. Something of that nature of the state of emergency can come up. That's what the Nigerian Bar. That's number one condition that they said. The number two, immense danger of invasion or war. The same thing. Yes. Nigerian Bar Association is saying that number three, a breakdown of public order or safety to such an extent that ordinary legal measures are insufficient. So that is number three of the condition that can make the president to declare a state of emergency. Number four is a clear danger to Nigeria's existence. Maybe external body has come from other country to wage war against our nation. this can cause a state of emergency. Number 5, occurrence of any disaster or national calamity affecting a state or a part of it. Such action can make the president to declare the state of emergency. Number 6, on what the last of what they just gave us here, the Nigerian Bar Association. Such other public danger, other public danger than constitute a threat to the federation. When it constitutes a threat, I want to say something. If I remember very well, day before yesterday, some pipelines of some fuel or crude oil pipeline was busted in rivers. I think this is one of the reasons the president declared the state of emergency in the state. The Nigerian Bar Association. Now let me read the last part of what they wrote. The Nigerian Bar Association questions whether the political crisis in Rivers has reached the level of the complete breakdown of law and order, wanting the removal of the governor and his administration. Political disagreement, legislative conflict, or executive legislative tension do not constitute a justification for emergency rules. Such conflict should be resolved through legal and constitutional mechanism, including the judiciary and rather than the executive flat. And let me just go to the last part of what the association wrote. Mercy Afam Ozego wrote, SAN, the president of Nigerian Bar Association. Now let me read the second to the last paragraph of what they said, so that to be able to know what is happening over there. They said Nigerian Bar Association committed to upholding the Constitution, defending democratic governance, and ensuring that the rule of law prevails in Nigeria. A state of emergency is an extraordinary measure that must be invoked strictly within the constitutional limits. The removal of elected officials under the pretense of emergency rule is unconstitutional and unacceptable. They've been telling me that my time is far spent in the house. Coming, please, and let me just conclude by saying that we call, this is a call to the president, we call on all relevant authority to act in accordance with the law and the best interest of the country. Nigerian democracy must be protected at all costs. The Constitution must be upheld as the supreme legal authority in all circumstances. This was written by the Mercy Afam Ozego, SAN, President, Nigerian Bar Association of Nigeria. What I am trying to say this afternoon, or let me say what we are trying to emphasize this afternoon, is that we should be able to use Constitution as it is. We should be able to, by the grace of God, we shall meet next week. We shall meet tomorrow. By the grace of God, where we are going to discuss more. Let me begin to appreciate everybody in the house. I appreciate my engineer in the house and everybody that has been here. This is your program. Let us discuss it. Abiola is my name. OYEYINKA is my father's name. By the grace of God, we'll meet tomorrow.
Stripes on a zebra, no need to talk, it's easier. But when you point one finger,